Hello and welcome. Today we're in the tier 10 Japanese destroyer, the Harugumo. And I wanted to show this match as a comparison so that you can see what Harugumo is like compared to Hayate as a gunboat. So it's a match on Shards, I believe. Kind of forgotten the name of this map. Anyway, I went to the middle cap, even though it's something I don't necessarily recommend as a destroyer, especially when there are 4 destroyers per side, because the concealment of the Harugumo is not actually the greatest. It's 6.2 kilometers, meaning that there are plenty of destroyers that outspot you by a literal mile. Actually, no. I don't think there are any that outspot her by a literal mile. By a kilometer, yes. By a mile, no. At least not at tier 10 anyway. So it does seem that we've been blocked from the B cap though, because there's another destroyer there, there's also a Shimakaze, and there are ships that don't seem to like me very much. But because I am a Harugumo, and I do have 26,000 HP still left, and I am playing a gunboat build with some range, I believe this is with AFT, I'm going to be just shelling from afar, and wow, that Shimakaze smoke that she used is pretty useful right now, because I got to shell that Hindenburg for free for a few times. Anyway, I'm gonna go closer to those battleships, because I'm not really afraid of their destroyers, and if I can just shell them, then that'll be excellent. I have done a lot of damage so far though, a whole 396. Hope you guys are impressed. Anyway, I'm gonna go closer. Oh, being shot at. That's not very nice by the Musashi. But it's okay, she just completely missed anyway. So, let's just get closer. Those are torpedoes? That's okay though. They didn't hit me, so it's fine. I guess the target will be that Kremlin. I would like to get slightly closer though, so I can drop the torpedoes on the ship. Now, one thing that the Hayate is obvious... Oh, torpedoes. This'll be easy. One thing Hayate is definitely better at than the Harugumo is torpedoes, obviously, because the Harugumo only has a 6 torpedo launcher, but only one of them. She does have a reload booster, but the cooldown on that thing is very long compared to Hayate's. Oh, and obviously her maneuverability isn't as great. Anyway, I have been able to torpedo. I'm gonna reload booster torpedo again, and now I'm gonna just smoke and start shelling, because that's a lot of battleships over there. I'm sure not all of them are gonna pay attention to me. Oh, they disappeared. That's a problem, I guess. Well, it's not like my smoke made them disappear, it's just that I was the one spotting them. I suppose that does make the smoke a problem though. But I think it's fine, okay? I'm not gonna blame the smoke. Anyway, I'm gonna move slightly so the smoke screen is bigger. I hope the Shimakaze doesn't torp... Oh, never mind, Shimakaze is dead. I was hoping she wouldn't torp me. But if she's not there, it's gonna be difficult for her to try to do that. Anyway, you can see that the Harugumo is pretty good at this DPM thing. Oh wow, is that Hindenburg? Good job, Hindenburg, okay? Good job. There's no way those torpedoes weren't spotted. How did she get hit by them? Wow. Oh wow. That's not well played, Hindenburg, okay? That is not well played. I don't seem to be able to get a fire on her though, which is slightly frustrating, but it would help if I could actually hit the target. Fine, I'm gonna switch targets. Hitting battleships is easier. Especially since that Hindenburg seems to be very persistent at running away. Hitting a Musashi is better for alpha damage, but I really wanted to start a fire on the Ko first. Damn, my smoke is dissipating though, so I do need to start moving. But perhaps I can just shell from range. I mean, that's a possibility. Because I do have a nice 14.6 kilometer range. And battleships might still have some trouble hitting me at that kind of range if I move around, so since I do have 26k HP left, I'm willing to take the risk. Especially since this Musashi doesn't seem to be doing very much in terms of dodging. Kofest doesn't like me very much. I can understand, I hit him with a torpedo. But that's not gonna change too much. Hey, I'm done 105k damage. It's only 7 minutes into the game. Well, actually, it's not even 7 minutes yet. It's 7 minutes now, and I'm at almost 115k. So, yeah, of course, this is a match that seems to do very well for my Harugumo, but honestly, this was just like, I was playing the Hayate and I was like, okay, fine, I wanna try the Harugumo just to compare. And this is what I got. So, yeah, I think even if I were a Hayate, I would have had a much worse time here in this match, because Hayate's IFHE cannot do alpha damage to these battleships, at least not the 32mm parts, whereas Harugumo can, and that's a fairly useful thing. Besides, Harugumo has quite a bit more DPM. Now, I did think a little bit more about it, and actually I'm not sure if Harugumo is the best ship to compare the Hayate to. Kitakaze might actually be a better ship to compare to as a gunboat, but obviously in terms of a gunboat, Hayate is still going to be slightly inferior to Kitakaze, but only slightly. Her advantage lies in the torpedoes she has, and when I think about it that way, I think Hayate is actually just fine. Her concealment could be better, but other than that, I think she feels fine. Anyway, we got the Musashi, so it's time to go closer. I'm using this Yamato. Unfortunately, he is pink, so he's gonna... I hope his punishment doesn't increase for this, because this is definitely my doing. It shouldn't affect him too much. It just helped me turn slightly faster. Like, the only reason I'm sorry is because he's pink. If he wasn't pink, I wouldn't care at all, because I would just be using him to turn, right? Okay, so, I guess we'll go after this Kofest again, because I don't need to turn my guns and all that much, etc. Oh, there's a Shimakuzu not far from here. So I do need to stop somewhere along the smoke of the Shima ahead of me, because there could be enemy torpedoes, and Harugumo is not the best at dodging torps. Or at least slow down for a little bit, or turn, or something like that, so if torpedoes do come, I don't go down immediately. And there are the Shimakaze torpedoes, but it's okay. We have already taken precautions against her. And I do expect our Jutland will be able to deal with her. Meanwhile, I'll get some more delicious damage on this Grossa Kofest. Oh, and obviously the ship is not a work in progress. Again, I just forgot to remove it. You know, when I look at this type of gameplay, it kind of reminds me of the Colbert, really. It's quite a lot of shells, especially the ones at range. The trails on the shells look really nice, especially when there are so many of them. It's supremely annoying if you're on the receiving end, though, because there's not that much you can do. But we pretty much won the game. I mean, they only have 5 ships, we have 7, and we have all the 3 capstones, and they're in no position to try to contest us, I think. Also, I am actually entirely in the open right now, and just engaging with 2 battleships. One of them is actually a Kremlin. I honestly would like to fight the Jean Bart more than either of these 2 battleships, because her armor is significantly worse against me, but she probably knows that too, and that's probably why she is somewhere else on the map. Okay, I've taken quite a bit of damage. I only have 9,000 HP left. Maybe it's time to just smoke and stop. Okay, another fire on the Kofest. Haven't actually got that many fires this game, considering how many shells I've hit. Although actually I can't remember for context. I only have 5k HP left. This isn't good. Come on. Oh. Yeah, I just got Kremlined. But it's okay. We got the fire on the Kofast again, and that'll be good. That'll have to be good enough. So, little Kofast. Still burning, eh? Hey, I've done 200k damage this game. Just a casual Harugumo game. Okay, it's not really that casual. I mean, you can definitely do worse in her. Especially when you just take a torpedo early on in the match. And there's the game. Quite nice. I like the Harugumo. Not playing against her, but playing as the Harugumo is fairly nice. 204k damage. Hit 3 torpedoes. Got a... I think that's a Witherer, right? But my XP is low because I mostly hit battleships. But I did chase them off. 117k on that Kofast. 83k fire damage. 80k alpha damage. 41k with the torpedoes. Yeah, I am quite satisfied with the results of this match. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, Sebal Mosso, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.